Yeah, audio's still not coming through. All right, try now.
Hello? Are we working? Can you hear me now? Oh, wait. What? You hear? You
Yes,
hear
there's audio
things?
now.
Yeah, I
Oh,
hear the thing.
God. Uh, this weekend's been interesting,
And
to
I
say the
just sent out
least.
a tweet, so we might get more people back.
My bad, hold on.
We welcome back, everybody.
Hi,
I'm just
everyone.
wiped.
Thank you to those who stuck around.
Yes, thank you all to those who stuck around. I'm gonna turn you back up, Desi, now that you're not screaming at me. Like
Oh,
you were really loud earlier in the other chat, so.
yeah, sorry about that.
Ow! Down you go.
What did I do?
As soon as I turned you up, you were like super loud again.
I moved the mic closer to my face. That might be why.
Okay, well, trying to even it out, okay? Oh my
Okay.
god. But thank you guys, everyone who stuck around. It has been a crazy weekend. Day one, we had Cabes show up and drop pretty much everything we needed. Um, and then it just kept coming and coming. And yesterday, during Robbie's segment for the uh, Make Him Invisible incentive, we just went from 400 to dang near 800 in the span of 2 hours. It was just. We haven't had a marathon that hasn't been at least somewhat successful. A year ago, we had our first marathon in July of 2019. After very little planning, a lot of people came out. A lot of big names in the speedrun community because of what happened with Retro Craze and Chambers, and we took all of their frustration and need for there to be a community, and we put it towards something positive. We raised over $1,000 for the Trevor Project, and then we raised, at least 500 for Gamer X that October, and then in January we raised almost 2,000 for Trevor Project. We raised 1,000 for Gamer X again earlier in March, and May was good, and oh my god, it's just been. Thank you, DJ, for another 25. Like, we came into this, we've been working on, from our end, we haven't asked for anything, hardly, from any of you to help us get the NPO fees. We've been putting our own money from taxes and the stimulus, which, by the way, Republicans, if you're watching this, we made your money gay. We made your money gay, and you can't help it. You ain't gonna be able to help that. So, sorry, I had to say that. But no, we did the calculations, we did the research to get, an idea of what we needed to raise to fill out not only the federal but state forms to apply and get NPO status. And, like, we saw that it was 1,000. So I put 250 in, and then a couple other people, including Steve, pooled our money together. We got up to 500, like right after the first stimulus came, right? And taxes were back. And then we got a couple Twitch payouts from our subs and bits from our events in January and March. And it went crazy. Like,
And
we
then
wound
we
up
were
at-
so close, I threw in another 150.
Yeah, and so we wound up at 750 before this event even started. And we were $11 away from another Twitch payout. And we had 23 in our Teespring that needs to be, put into our account for merch. So it's like we were sitting there. It's like, okay, so we need 250 more. We, we do this event for a couple of hours, get a couple subs and some merch, and we'll be good, right? And then the outpouring just kept coming. We only needed 250 total. Heck, we only needed like 150, to be completely honest. And we're sitting here at 1,100. I just don't... I don't know if you know just how much this is going to help. Because you, in this one event, took us from being close to having our fees covered to basically doubling what would cover our fees. Because we're at 1,100. We were at 750. We got Twitch payout. We got merch. When all of this comes through, we're going to have like 2,000 to start off with to get certified and to start working to help people, to help end homelessness for LGBT teens and youth and young adults. And it's just, there's been a hole for that sort of charity need for a while, and to see all of you working to help us fill that void, it just, it's very humbling, because that means that we took something that just started as an idea for a community to help, people who were underserved by streaming communities last year. And, we didn't do it for Pride Month. We didn't do it for just to do it for 1 month. We did it to do it to help people. And just, and Frosty can attest, like, when 2 weeks ago we found out that Frosty and I are siblings, and we found out that our great grandma died at the age of 97, and it was right before the event. The schedule was completely filled. Everyone was, had all their stuff together. We were ready to start the event. And then we realized that we had to push it back. We were so worried that no one would be available, because we realized that it'd be the same weekend as ESA, and we only really had like 2 people drop out before the event. And that wasn't even because of, them wanting to drop out. It was because of like computer issues and stuff, or internet issues. And then, I mean, we had this event even despite that, and it's just, it's overwhelming, We can't thank you guys enough, because we went from just a tiny idea when we saw things going wrong to this. It's just, I don't even have the words, And I don't know if anyone else here in the organizer chat with me has the words after this weekend. I mean, Graves has been helping manage the, back end. Kit and Graves got our server running after we thought that we had problems with the last event. And Kit, with their tax money, bought the server and set it up. and then Desi's been doing the tweets and helping, and Steve's been helping with, you know, chat modding and doing mic checks, and so has Frosty been doing some of that. And then we had all those amazing intros that you saw with the Street Fighter 2 Turbo. All of those was Link, the Informer, did all of those without being asked. Like, he just was like, I don't know
like
how
a
much
week.
time. He didn't know how much time he had to devote to actually helping us on the back end. He's like, let me do this. And we're like, okay, do it. And not only did he only do it in a week, he did all of yesterday's on Friday. He did all of today's yesterday. All of the ones that you saw today, those were done yesterday. Like, the man just... he blew it out of the water with how fast he was able to turn these around. It was just crazy.
Well, this is progress.
Absolutely.
This is what good things happening looks like, and it's something that you are absolutely justified in being overwhelmed by, because you know, something coalescing in the real world like this is an amazing thing, and I think everyone has had a long period of time without any great things happening, and to see some shining light in the darkness like this is uplifting, and I believe that there's a lot of support, and you know, obviously by the outpouring we've seen for this sort of thing, this is on people's mind. This is a subject that people are absolutely passionate about, and you know, we were just the first to step forward and actually try to go for that sort of help, you know, that the world needs right now. And I think that the community has been great, and not only the community, but just our viewers in the chat, and you know, just the folks who have decided to sort of orbit this thing that's happening have all been great people, and I think it's just going to continue. I think that you know, there's a need for this, and that's going to reflect in the results. And so far, we've seen those results, and it's been good.
And
So,
don't think
And I
that-
can't believe that we haven't really even had a single troll.
I know, right?
yeah,
You know, the only troll that we had was in Piston's channel when we weren't even streaming to that channel.
Yeah, wow.
It's been incredible.
yeah. I myself, so for everybody in the chat, this is Graves. I'm the IT side of things along with Kit. So I've been the guy who you should probably be shaking fists, you know, pitchforks and torches and such for any of the technical issues going on. But I have to say that for everything that happened that was wrong, or every technical difficulties break we had to take, or everything, there were 1,000 more that could have happened, and a lot were averted. This is a new thing for all of us. The technology we're using to stream was set up a couple days before the event, or at least was working a couple days before the event.
Yeah, they were
And-
working their butts off trying to figure out what was the problem that crashed the server last event, where
Yeah.
ports were not closing and were keeping people from streaming to them after someone was just in there. So
Indeed. And
Yeah, that's one of the things I was doing, is helping Kit with streaming to the server to try to get it, see if it was running, and we eventually figured it all out.
indeed, and we have a large list of improvements that we already know we need to make, and
yeah.
The technical side of things are only going to get better going forward. Our goal obviously is to be as professional and as, you know, effective at doing this streaming thing as we can. So just understand that there are people on the, you know, in the background who deeply care about getting things running smoothly, making sure that these streams happen with few issues, because at the end of the day, that's what pulls in viewership. You know, a professional looking stream, and of course, with more viewers comes more awareness, and you know the cause just sort of blooms. So we are going to pay a lot of attention to just making each marathon be better than the last. And I think after this one, we're going to make great strides, and there will be some pretty exciting and awesome runs coming forward. Some of the streamers that we saw this time were absolutely amazing. There was a particularly great, streamer willing to make themselves invisible last night, and that was incredibly fun to watch.
Robbie was great.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
And I mean,
Yeah,
for
so-
every
Oh,
person.
Graves.
Yeah, Steve.
Graves, weren't you saying that you also have an RTMP server that you're planning to set up?
Yes, I have the hardware and the capability to set up an RTMP server, so I'll be configuring one. And that means that, 4-way races and 3-way races, or, just anything multiplayer, especially those that have commentary, will become a lot easier and a lot more streamlined. So we are constantly expanding our technology footprint, and all of that is going to bring just better performance and better experiences for you, our viewers, who are absolutely at the core of what we're doing here. So just wanted to give my piece on the technology side of things, say that I think that I'm donating my time to a great cause. I think that, for an IT person, there's not many opportunities to do something that actually impacts something in the real world that matters to that person. And this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart, and I'm absolutely glad to be here supporting this and helping this run. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. But over my career in IT, I've not had an opportunity to make a difference in this way. So I'm incredibly grateful to be a part of this community, and it's been an amazing experience. It's been a rough ride, but that's one of those rough rides that's worth taking. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, we did work pretty hard to ask a lot of people to participate. And I mean, for every great run that you saw over this weekend, there was 2 or 3 people that we asked who for some reason or another couldn't. This is the first event where AJ the Retro Gamer, she was in chat earlier, and is friends with a lot of us. She wasn't able to because of prior commitments and internet issues on her end. And yeah, we will have someone work on the VODs and stuff like that this week. Don't worry about that. I've been asking She's Chardcore, who was one of the people in our first event, to come back for a long time, and she said that she would love to, but right now, I mean, if you know Char, she's battling Parkinson's, and it's gotten to a point where she's not even really able to stream herself hardly, and it's rough for her to have to deny helping something like this. But with all the people that we've helped and brought on this weekend, they're gonna tell more people. And we brought in the free enterprise people because a couple marathons ago we had Scala Kitty doing Final Fantasy Adventure 2. We got so many people that we want to bring attention to and help, who can hopefully expand this community that it's just crazy. And don't you even think that we won't be, as transparent as possible. Like every step of the way, we will be trying. If we can't tweet it out, it'll be in the Discord. When we get the paperwork filed, when we, get that official, certification, when we get the, business/NPO bank account, so that way we can set up a website to do what a lot of these other charities do, like Trevor Project, where people can just go there anytime, any day, working with Tiltify to get on there so that people can run their own events that we can help them organize. Like there's just so much more stuff that can happen now. And we will try and tell you every step of the way where every penny is going. Because we do not want to be unaccountable. We want to be as accountable as possible for this. We don't want to be, the PETAs of the world where they just hide their shit and don't they don't let people know what's going on. So,
Oh no, there was a reason. And you'll get banned here too.
I can't really see very well with my glasses off, so
I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, I must have missed it.
I'll tell you all about it later.
Talk about that offline. Yeah. Anyway, positive vibes.
Positive vibes. Anyway, yeah. Is there anything anyone else wanted to say? I know I talk a lot, but I know that a lot of you guys are not always the best at the words when the feelings come.
Well, I just want to say it's been a crazy weekend, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because you guys are all incredible. Through all the craziness, we still had positivity. We still had people come around. We still made $1,100, which is way more than any of us were expecting. It's just crazy. I don't even know. I'm also at a loss for it. I cried like 6 times today, so.
Yeah, none of us expected to be where we are now. Like, it started out, we were going to do one event for the Trevor Project, but then when no one else really wanted to do the event to help out, when we went to other streaming groups to ask, we decided we're going to just go do our own. And then the first event was a success, and we're like, okay, this is something we're actually good at, and we can do something. We can do something positive. And then becoming an NPO became something that we also could do once we started getting a lot of bit donations, and once, tax returns and the stimulus from the COVID came around, it's like, holy crap, we have the money to apply, or close to it. That $250 was all we were missing for the application fee, and now we're going to be able to start out with over $1,000.
Smashed it, everybody. We did awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to help a couple of people and probably help us get a website up as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that all of this can go toward, and I think that it's, just amazing. We only asked for the amount that was, necessary to get the smallest things done, and we received that fourfold, more than fourfold. And, we only have this community to thank for that. So we're going to be constantly looking out for you all. We are here for the community, as well as our other mission of, just helping people who are disadvantaged. and that's, in my mind, something everyone should be interested in doing. And it kind of shows that there is a place for this, and we can fill that gap. It's something that we can do, at least partially, as much as one organization can.
Yeah, I mean, it has been insane to see all of this. So, but I think we should move over into the area where everyone can join if they want, who's in the Discord, so that way we can have a few more people say some words, because I know that there's a lot of us who are just kind of worn the heck out.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, TJ.
I'm trying to find how to get this sorted out. Hang on.
Hey. Yeah,
You had some words and things that you wanted to say?
I did. I don't know if I'll be able to get them out, but I'm just so unbelievably proud of y'all. As someone who took a job at a church so that this community could be heard, and so that people like myself and my sister and countless friends of mine who are part of this community could be safe. I can't thank y'all enough. Diston, you're. I mainly turned the webcam on to show that you're not the only one crying right now.
Oh, I know I'm not.
Pretty sure we all are.
And I also did it because if Desi has taught me anything over the last few days, there's nothing wrong with crying a bit.
I can't connect my webcam that way, so I'm just gonna fake it.
Yeah. Just thank y'all for letting me be a part of this. This has been incredible, and I think that $1,100 is it's fitting. It's fitting, and despite, like y'all said, trolls could have been a thing a lot more than they were. And thanks for dealing, Desi, with the one that popped in this chat.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is what it is. And like I said in the chat, fuck the trolls. This is a win. This is such a win. When 250 is your goal, and y'all do 1,100, it's proof that there are enough people that care so much about this cause. And all I can,
like I said, like I was saying the last event, like, if this had been for the Trevor Project, we've raised quite a bit of money for them before, but this was our first time raising it for ourselves, so this just shows all of the faith that people have in us, and that just boggles my mind.
And thank you so much, Rillabelle, for running. And if you wanted to come in here and say something, you're fully well able to. And Neon, who was one of the amazing runners with the Free Enterprise, is just hanging out in the waiting room. But I mean, I don't know if I have the energy to try and set up or do the
Oh, Graves, that's a beautiful beard.
that is just the sexiest beard.
Oh my gosh.
Just here, let's
That is.
let's rub our beards together, brother.
the beards. But yeah, no, like, there's just been so many amazing people helping out this weekend, and we did not expect to get this kind of an outpouring. We were like, yeah, we'll probably be able to, one way or another, make the amount we needed, but this is just insane. I mean, this is even more insane than back a couple months ago when we had Foxy Jen on, and through her community that she brought on through here, she smashed our goal herself. And I mean, she was part of when we made the goal too. I mean, she wasn't able to be a streamer part, but you know, that happens. You know, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have issues. Like, I think she's working on a couple of different things right now and just didn't have the time. It's just how it goes.
You know, it is what it is. When you do something this amazing, there's going to be pitfalls. There's going to be issues that pop up, and there were, you know, but here y'all are sitting when the goal was 250 at over 4 times that. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, exactly, Evie.
It's amazing.
Foxy Jen wasn't the community manager for Rooster Teeth, South by Southwest, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and now Slime Rancher for nothing.
Yeah.
It brings people together, and I mean, the fact that we've got so many people like that around this community, that just means that there's a lot of people we're going to be able to help with this. And it's just...
It's only going to get bigger.
That's right.
I mean, if you asked me when we first were talking about this over a year ago, if in a year we would be where we are now, I would have told you were fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
This grew faster than any of us could have anticipated.
And in a year, we're going to look back at this event and say the same thing. It's going to get bigger. It's going to happen. This is already on track.
Because, I mean, it's not hard to find a, speedrun marathon these days. Especially with COVID, almost everything's online. Like, ESA and GDQ moved their biggest events of the year online. So, but are they helping LGBT causes? I mean, even during Pride Month, I saw so few, actual Pride Month streams. Like, charities and events going on because of what's
There's
going
kind of
on
a
right
reason
now.
for that, with
Yeah.
all the political,
But,
social justice movements.
there's so much stuff going on that the stuff that was happening was getting a lot of support. Everything was. And that's just, what's going on right now. We're realizing that we have to help one another. Because it's really important.
Yeah. I think it's hard in the times we're in to, and I think we can all relate to this. And in these times, it's hard to see any shred of hope nowadays. You wake up some days and you're just like, it sucks. And then you see something like this.
Yeah, I mean, to say that it's been hard for me to get out of bed this last couple weeks is
an understatement. I feel you.
100%.
I feel you.
Mr. Rogers used to say that a large part of his positivity came from his mother teaching him to look for the helpers during tragedy, and I think that this is one of those places to look for the helpers. It's people who care, and not just care, but care enough to actually do something. And that, I think, is one of the most valuable and treasurable things. folks that are not only caring, but folks that are actually willing to take action and step forward and do something and make it count, make it matter. You don't find this sort of thing every day. And I don't mean just our organization. I mean the folks who have donated, the folks who have been here chatting, and the folks who have been talking about us, the folks who have been promoting, the stream and the organization and the cause. And I think that I just think that this is an amazing thing. It's hard to put it into words. I keep trying, but not very successfully.
Yeah, I mean, we're all pretty.
I don't think that we could sit and do nothing.
Yeah,
I feel that.
It's been hard to sit and do nothing. It really.
I
has
think-
been.
If I were to put it in words from someone outside of the organizer's perspective, to each one of you, this is something you should look back on and be proud of. This is something that, I mean, I'll be honest, this is the first stream my parents watched ever.
Wow.
Because, they don't really watch me stream because they're old school Swedish. They're very progressive. They don't like me cursing on camera. Which is fair. They're my parents. I love them to death. But this is the first time they've watched a stream, and my mom came in and we fought this morning just about stupid stuff because we're families living in COVID times. That's how it is. And I think we've seen that through the event, But they came into my room and said, "We're proud of this. We're proud of this, and we're proud of what y'all are doing." My family raised us to not be ashamed of who we are, rather be proud of it, and to see them react to a stream, which I'm sure they needed some help joining or learning how to. It's a joy. It's a joy to see them get the same joy that I've gotten watching y'all put this on. Yeah. Y'all should be proud of yourselves. This was incredible.
Yeah, we're.
Maybe they should have a Pepsi.
What? Oh gosh.
Oh, shout out to 8-Bit
Oh
Owl.
gosh.
Shout out to 8-Bit Owl.
Yeah.
Just wow.
There's been
All
a
of
lot
this is-
of. Like,
this
we
has been
haven't
so
been able to
incredible.
keep up with, quotes this event because so much of the stuff that's been quotable is hard to, keep up with as well when you're dealing with the visual.
Good example.
Because there's so much of the most quotable stuff. You had to see what was going on to get it too. Like, it wasn't just stuff that could be expressed only in words. Like the entirety of Invisible Robbie Hamburger,
His days were numbered.
Yeah, yeah, they were. But goddamn, I cannot thank each and every one of you who's been here this weekend enough, and hopefully we'll be able to do something really positive with all this.
I'm gonna say strike the hopefully. It's gonna happen with this team that I've seen running this thing behind it. After watching y'all in action, forget hopefully. It's going to.
Well, I mean, we got a good team. We got a lot of people from a lot of places that are doing a lot of things really well, and it's just crazy.
Absolutely.
Oh, and that being said, there's always room for more volunteers.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to be rolling out some staff applications. So if you want to volunteer, you can volunteer. But if you would like to be a part of the staff, we do need more staff as well. So once we get that figured out, we'll get that up in the Discord server. We'll get it on Twitter because that's definitely an area that we're going to need help.
Yeah, I mean, Desi.
Oh yeah, we've effectively doubled our workload by becoming an NPO. Because now we're gonna have to write out checks to people who need them, and keep track of where all of the money goes, and all of this bureaucratic stuff on the side, in addition to running the marathons.
I mean, on
What
the
were
plus side, we'll be able to offload some of the marathon charity stuff on other people with Tiltify, but still, it's not like we're gonna stop raising money ourselves and doing events ourselves, because I mean, these
We
things
love
are,
doing them.
These things can be
Yeah.
stressful as hell, but they're still fun to do every couple months.
Also, Disam, what were you saying about me?
Oh, that you're the HR person. You've been handling our tweets and managing any conflicts in the Discord and with chat and stuff very well, but it's a lot of work for one person, right? You need people to
I am
help
the
spread
entire
the wave.
communications department. I am the entire communications department. That is me.
I mean, we've at least got 2 people in the tech department. Come on.
There we go.
Yeah, we need to step it up. Yeah, those tech guys. I don't know what they're doing. They're probably the worst. So just saying.
Right,
Alright,
I'm over here
Graves.
running everything on my own, and we still get crashing on the stream.
Yeah, literally the worst. Yep.
Hey, Spectrum was to blame for part of it, okay? It wasn't just their fault.
Hashtag blame Spectrum 2020.
Dang it, I was
Hashtag-
typing that in the chat, Dizzy. You took my joke and you just...
Make it a quote, whatever.
You gotta be quick. Gotta be faster than that.
I'm so hurt right now, I can't even tell you.
Hashtag thanks Spectrum.
Hashtag thanks, Spectrum.
Hashtag refried beans.
Can that be a shirt? Hashtag thanks Spectrum. All in rainbow, because then it's like a also rainbow Spectrum joke.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good one.
business
That's
ideas.
clever.
It is.
Isn't it?
And this
Oh,
is why we
man.
have the team we do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
it is late as fuck for you people on the East Coast. It is 12:30 a.m. It is 11:30 p.m. for the people in Central and 10:30 for me. So, who was it that we were going to go and spread this amazing amount of love to?
Cabes.
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 We can go say hi to Cabes.
Yeah,
what are we
Cabes
gonna
After
do?
that $200 dono, we're
deserves
going to say hi to
After that
Cabes.
200.
Yeah.
yeah. That makes sense. Good choice.
Alright, guys, and if you guys have your hype emotes or your love emotes or whatever, throw them up there.
We're gonna go spread some love.
Oh,
Heck
yeah.
yeah, we are.
All right, I'm in stream now.
Yay, no ad.